welcome back. Season 5, Episode 3, Drawn to Your Story. I'm so bloody amped this is still going. I have a great guest on, Richard, aka Sk8cho. I've known him for a few years via the internet. We both love the same podcast, The 9 Club, and that's a skateboard podcast. And he also has a podcast that is Where the Locals Skate, and it's for, as it says in the title, local skateboarders talking about their scenes. And I thought it would be fun to have him on, and also that way I get to create another skate illustration, which I just love doing. So this time I got to create a skateboard graphic, and it is basically the scene represents of like what skateboarders do. They find a spot, that might be their meetup spot, their spot that they skate when it's like rainy, wet, or it might be just the best spot in that town. Every town has one, every skater has one. All right, if you can, give us a like, subscribe, so I can keep making these illustrations and chatting to all these interesting people. All right, let's get into it. Whoosh. Well, after that clusterfuck, here we are back into it.
We're back into it.
We're back into it. Is that the no parking from the Willie Santos up
yes,
in the back?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, the couch curbs.
Yeah, God, I love that.
Yeah.
What's your most prized possession?
Right now, in the studio, it's got to be the Jamie Thomas X Games trophy.
Oh, what?
That was actually
that?
It's a pretty interesting story. We had Ryan Kula on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he came on Where the Locals Skate, and he brought it as a gift to us and donated it to the show.
No way.
Yep.
That's really fucking cool.
Yeah, so shout out to Ryan Kula. And Jamie Thomas, though, he said it was one of the most hideous, trophies he ever won. That's why he didn't want it. But yeah, Ryan bought it, and then he gifted it, so now it's on the show in the background.
That's awesome. So before, like, everyone will sort of like hear this stuff, and like you and I are both skateboarders and both have been sort of know each other through being fans of the 9 Club, and then having like a part of that subculture there. The question I had before we jump into it, in case I don't get it, you have met nearly every pro skateboarder that I can think of.
Okay.
Is there anyone at the top, is there a person you're chasing down to like meet?
There's a couple, I think. There's a few, like I have a Yeah Right board that I'm trying to get, whoever was part of Yeah Right on at least a signature on the board. Yeah. I did meet Ty Evans. Unfortunately, I didn't have the board with me at the time. Yeah, it would have been awesome to have him on there, but I'm always on the lookout for like Owen Wilson, That would be a good one.
Oh, no one would think of that, I don't think. You might have the one of.
But I've met quite a few pros. Let me think of the one that's been like Rodney Mullen. I have not met.
So I even thought about going to, because I remember when there was like Rodney Mullen versus Day One Song. Mm-hmm. Even though I loved both of them, like they're just both incredible. I always loved the Rodney Mullen stuff. Right. And I was like, man, how can I get to meet this guy? And I was like, do you know what I should do? Because sometimes up in Vancouver, or there's places where he goes and just does whether it's the judging or just goes to the freestyle competitions, and there'll be like 30 people there kind of thing, and then him just sitting there, and I'm like, does everyone know this fucking legend's just sitting right there? So
yeah, he might be a little awkward to approach maybe, but yeah, I mean, I would say hello.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely would.
Yeah.
I might bend the knee for that guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, he's one of the ones on the top, and of course I haven't met Tony Hawk yet. He seems like I could meet him one day.
Yeah.
He's not like that goat or that ghost where you're like, or that unicorn.
Like the Gons, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like the Gons, you sort of like, the stars would have to align, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And you'd be like, and he seems like a really rad dude. It'd just be kind of like, he might be doing his own thing, or like a PJ Ladd or something like that,
Yeah. But a lot of these pros that I met, I was going to like do tours. I was going to a lot of events. Anytime like Active Skate Shop had a signing, I was there.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, so I mean, once because I had a 10-year hiatus off of skateboarding,
Yep, yep.
and once I got back on the board, I was about it. So I was going
So
everywhere.
what brought you back to the board?
Um, it was a friend of mine. Shout out to my friend Robert out there in Washington. He noticed that I was getting a little chunky and stuff like that. So he was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I ain't doing anything." He's like, "I think you need to get back on the skateboard." He bought me just the deck, and it ended up being like he's like, "Get the rest of it. I'm coming back to California on like Father's Day and be ready to skate." And it happened to be that Father's Day showed up, and I still hadn't put the board together. So
Oh,
right away, I just ordered a bunch of stuff online. I didn't know where to go,
yep, yep,
and put it together. And I went skateboarding, and noticed I could barely ollie up a curb,
yep.
and that put the fire in my butt to like really try harder, and because I knew I was better.
I was gonna say, what were you like before the hiatus?
I mean, unfortunately, I was like, I pushed Mongo. I didn't have anybody. I didn't have anybody to really tell me not
Yep.
to. Even if they did, I probably wouldn't listen at the time. But once I started seeing myself on video, I noticed that I'm like, uh-oh, this doesn't look good.
Do you know what? I feel like half the time when I'm doing anything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, in your head, you're like, that was killer. And then I'm like, especially the older I get now, and I'm like, oh, that was way shorter than I thought it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was doing a lot of like board slides, and I made my own kickers. I had my own
Yep.
like I would like to. I feel like I was the first one to do built to shred, but I'm sure it's everybody is doing built to shred. But once I
Yeah.
saw that TV show, I was like, that's exactly what I do in my
Ah,
in my
Built to
driveway.
Shred was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. Obviously, the skateboarding world's not big enough to like maintain that type of like awesome of a show. You know what I mean? Like that sort of like combination.
Right.
So it's almost like a what's one of those home renovation shows needs to have that as like a small show off to the side and built to shred, and they go and like build some like wild stuff.
I would love it. Like especially like with scrap that they have left
Oh,
over. Like
yeah.
that's what I mean. That's basically what I found or whatever I could find. That's I built stuff out of it.
My first 50/50 was on a fridge door,
Oh,
like
cool.
a square fridge door, and I still remember the feeling. I was
It's got to be
six.
smooth.
Pardon?
It's got to be smooth, right?
It was wow.
A fridge door. I mean, it
It,
seems
it was
like
it was amazing.
yeah.
But it wasn't me that set it up, and it was on two. Like the curb was high, so it went off the curb, and then the fridge door came off. The handle was on the curb side,
Mm-hmm.
and then the skaters who were just a bit older than me that had been skating for a bit longer, but they were just like, in my mind, I'm like, you guys just shred. And they had the two 4x4s underneath it, not even like screwed in or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to play field hockey, and it was the field hockey was right near my place. And I was like, oh, I'm going to skate there early. I'm going to skate for about half an hour, and then I'm going to go play. And so I got there, and I'm going around. I'm trying to ollie, like, and you know when you're doing a 50/50, it's more the fear, like you sort of jump on and then you jump off. Or you,
Oh yeah, you're testing it.
yeah, and so then I finally did it, and I can still like I'm getting
You're getting chills.
goosebumps. Oh
Yeah.
god, it was so good. It was just like off, and I was like, I did it. Everyone at my that was in my field hockey team was just like, what the fuck are you talking about? I was like, I just 50/50 the fridge, and they're like, that sounds like another language.
Yeah, I mean it's that's amazing, dude. I love those stories because they put a pole like a sign in front of my house right where because I waxed my curb,
Yep.
so I could skate it, and
Yeah,
they put a sign there to know when the street sweeper's coming by,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, that's in my way. Took it out, and then I got me a flat bar now, and I painted my curb red so nobody parks there.
Oh, you're a thinker. I like
Mhm.
that.
Yep,
I
and
like
there's
that.
no more oil stains, so it's clear. It's clean when I fall.
Do you do the Roger Bagley, like clean the curb?
Oh yeah, I did the rub brick, and
Yeah.
I did the salba sauce, which is the lacquer.
I
Yeah.
have. So in Australia, like I did not even attempt a slappy ever, and then as it's sort of like as you know, the last couple of years, it's got more and more popular.
Right.
I have a friend in Australia, Durs, and he's just like the slappy king. Like he just loves them, and it's so fun to see like all the technical stuff they can do. but no one was doing that in Australia when I grew up. So it was just a skill that I was like, I can't pick it up. Now my front ankle's too weak. I think if I did it on a proper curb, we'll just go bloop,
Yeah,
and snap.
it's a whole different feeling. Like even in the '90s, like you had to ollie into everything,
Yeah.
and it was like a frowned upon if you didn't. So yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really learn slappies as well, but I did nose slides.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't really consider them a slappy nose slide because I don't really bash into the curb and get on
Yeah.
there. You know, I just kind of place it on top.
Yeah.
So it's it's different than what the
That's
older
how I
guys are
started
doing.
learning them. Like you'd come up parallel with it, and you sort of like right, what's it, 90-degree angle, just go bang in, and then go across.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
so
That's
like,
how it starts.
push it on, and then like ollie into it and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's jump into the questions here. All right.
Okay.
Okay. Here we are, Richard, aka Sk8cho, aka Where the Locals Skate. He has his own podcast on here, and I'll put a link in the description. And we're going to jump into 10 questions on Drawn to Your Story. You ready?
I'm ready. Thank you for
All
having
right.
me.
Of course. I'm so excited about it. I'm frothing, as you can tell.
Okay,
My
okay.
cheeks already sore from like being so excited.
I've been excited too.
Cybertruck, yay or nay?
A Cybertruck?
Yeah.
No. Nay.
No?
Nah.
You're not into it?
Not
Why is
really.
that?
I seen one the other day on the street and I thought it looked ridiculous, honestly. But I mean, if it's really like indestructible and something's going down, I want to be in it. But yeah, man, no, I don't know. I don't think I would own one. It'd have to be like customized and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually personally for them, but it's not like I'm not like a Elon Musk super fan or anything. I just love stuff that's different. So if everybody had a Cybertruck, I'd probably be like, nah, I'm gonna go over here and get like something else. But because it's so different, I'm like,
You like
always drawn to that. I'm always
Okay.
trying to like do that. So that I think that'd be fun.
If it
But
turns into a transformer,
What's that?
if it turns into a transformer,
Oh
I'm
God!
down.
Imagine that. Like it just sits in your parking spot for you and just like waits for you, and you'd be like, all right, come back.
Yep.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What do you do to pay the bills?
I work as a print operator.
A print operator.
Yeah, I work for a
What sort of
company. We print on fabric. We print on like vinyl, which is like big giant sticker.
Yep.
I'm able to make my own stickers at work, luckily, you know,
Oh, that's awesome.
with the scrap that's left over. So
Yep.
yeah,
Do you have to
pays the bills.
when you do the big vinyls? Are you the one that has to do the what's it called? When you have to take out all the small parts in it?
Oh, when they're weeding them?
Oh, the weeding them. Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's other people in the warehouse that weed.
Oh yeah. That
Yeah.
stuff there. I've had to do that a couple of times for projects
Yeah.
I've done, and you always miss something. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, if
it's a
they're
big
tiny,
piece-
if it's tiny, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these stickers are pretty big, so they're just like
Yeah.
peeling them apart.
Yeah. Oh, that's wild. What's the
Yeah.
biggest sticker you've worked on?
Like wraparound for like UPS trucks.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, they do the wraps for like events, like if maybe like Star Wars is dropping a new movie,
Oh.
and then it'll be Star Wars print all around the UPS truck.
Do you have to sign like an NDA so you don't talk about it before it comes out, or?
No,
No?
I haven't had anything, no issues. I mean, I don't have enough followers out there to be probably, getting hit,
Even
But
like,
yeah, the
when I was-
fabric, I'm sorry, the fabric
no.
that
Yeah,
I
go for
print
it.
on, that one gets pretty big. We've printed about like 70 feet.
like
of
so like what
material.
fabric?
It's called backlit. It's just it's basically for like trade shows and like Comic-Con. We just done stuff for Comic-Con.
Oh really?
Yeah, this past weekend.
Ah.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool because I see some pretty cool images, like
I bet.
Godzilla stuff that's for the new movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not really leaking anything out.
No. The NDA. So like I always think of that stuff because I worked at Nintendo, and I would, even though we signed an NDA when you first get there, you'd even have within your own department. I might be sitting behind someone that's working on something that is super secretive, even to us, even though, and then you have to pick up your laptop and go work in a little room about it, and then you have to come back, work on something else. So, and then 2 weeks later, you're working on the project as well. So it's like a weird little thing that they have. But so that's what I was wondering. if they're like coming out like the Wolverine, Deadpool thing, right? You might be like, hey, we're doing this big thing and we can't tell anyone about it, but it's going to be a funny thing once it happens, you know?
Yeah, I would be. I mean, I've posted some stuff. Like we've had some giant Power Ranger stuff, and there's like a spot right in the middle, like where people could take photos, and I took a photo of that of me in the middle of that. But I was just a fan, so that's why.
So, whereabouts are you in California?
Currently in Whittier, California.
Where's that?
It's like 30, 40 minutes from LA.
Okay, are you going east?
Going east. East, like southeast. Yeah.
Southeast, okay.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Like close to Anaheim, or is that too far away?
Anaheim's about 15 minutes.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay.
I mean, Whittier is such a weird city. All the freeways are like 10, 15 minutes away from us, so that's why nobody really comes here, or it's kind of a journey just to get to a freeway.
Oh.
Yeah, so once you get on a freeway, everything's close by.
Well, I don't know about LA traffic though, because every time I've been down there, it's always been some sort of traffic going on.
Oh yeah, you got to know how to drive here.
Yeah, there's definitely a whole like coming from Australia, where Western Australia has 2 million people, and the state's the size of Oregon, Washington, and California together.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to LA, and it's got like 18 million people, like just in the Los Angeles area, and it just blows your mind. Like, oh, that's 8 lanes of traffic, and you're like, oh, there's still traffic with that many people.
Oh yeah.
And then like all the roads, like where they like turn on and off, and you got to get off here, and
can get confusing if you're not from here.
Yeah, even with I had a map on the screen, and it was telling me where to go, and I was still going like, oh shit, where you go? So,
where are you currently at?
I'm in Seattle back. So I moved to Australia, and then I'm back in Seattle. I've been here for about 2 or 3 years now. Back here, literally next door to my old house. So I actually have done no progression in movement at all, other than spending a lot of money to move to one place, then to move to another place, back to the same place.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's lovely up here. The summers are really wonderful.
I bet.
I think I'd still prefer to be in California, to be honest.
Well, the scene is here, but I mean, you probably got fresher air, you know?
That's true. That I do. One of the reasons that I'm like, hey, let's hold on to being here is because it is like access to water and stuff like that. Like my brain thinking like 10 years, 20 years from now, we'd be able to be up here and we're like, oh, we just need to catch rain for the summer. You know what I mean?
Right, right.
California feels a little bit like some parts in Australia where it's really dry for a long time. And then when you do have rain, it kind of messes things up.
That, and you'd be safer if something goes down over there. You'd have, like you said, you catch some rainwater. Our pipes might be no good, and then people go crazy and buy all the water at the stores.
Yeah.
Never know.
Never know.
So, yeah.
If that happens, I'm going back to Australia, or I'm moving to Hawaii. And that way I can just go to Kauai and just put a cup out every so often and get a drink of water.
Yep.
How long have you been doing your job for?
It's been about 3 years now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm fairly new to it.
How'd you get involved in that?
Just needed a job and went through a job agency, and it happened to be like 6 minutes away from where I live.
Oh,
so
how good is that commute time when that like cuts down that?
Yeah, it's. I mean, I get paid less, but it kind of makes up for the fact that I don't have to get on no freeways. You know.
Oh god, saves on fuel probably. Like all these little things that add up in your sanity. Like you probably get home. What time do you finish?
2:30.
2:30. So you're probably home 2:36. You've cracked a drink. You've like well, I
put the drink down.
Yeah. So you finally like you go have a Diet Coke and you're like, oh, I can relax. And then everyone's like, I'm stuck in traffic. I can't come for that skate session. You're like, I've already had a skate session out the front.
The only sad part is it's so hot right now that it's like as soon as I get out of work, I wish I want to go skating, but it's just too darn hot. Yeah. So otherwise, I just wait till maybe it gets a little bit cooler. But most of the time, I just been going in the mornings on Saturdays.
Yep. That's oh god, I don't know if you have this, but when I'm skating now, I used to have like a window of like when you're a kid, right? You get like the window's huge, it's infinite. But now I have a window of about an hour and a half, and it's like half an hour warm up, half an hour of good skateboarding, and then half an hour of like I can maybe try and get that trick that I've got maybe and still in the bank. That's sort of where my like skateboarding's at these days. What about you? Like, how's that window of skating?
It's feeling close to that now. Like I said, I went skating on Saturday morning. I got there at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was nice and empty. It took me a little bit to warm up, about like you said, a half an hour. I got all my tricks in, and then I sat down, and then just to re-warm up again is a mission now.
Yeah.
I didn't used to have that much trouble to re-warm up, but yeah, I feel like I just gotta skate a little bit more. I don't know if it's age or not. I hope it's not. But
how old are you?
I'm 45.
Oh, okay, yes, I'm 43. We're in the same sort of boat.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like there is a big age thing. I was listening to Eric Costin on the Hawk versus Wolf, and he was talking about how his windows are a lot smaller. But then I see him skate, and I was like, well, your window's allowed to be like smaller because you skate so well still. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
he doesn't have trouble getting a nice little trick in.
No.
Yeah, he's still got his skills. I've seen it.
Oh yeah, he's killing it.
Yeah,
so good.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. I don't know if we'll fall into this before, but let's have a little chat about your podcast and what it's Where the Locals Skate.
Correct.
Give us the premise of that, and I'll make sure I put a link below, and that way people want to jump across and check it out and that.
Yeah, I started a podcast for pretty much for local skaters. The thing is, we want to get to know skaters on and off the board.
Yep.
So we have local skaters from different cities come in, and we get to know them a little bit more than just like maybe their Instagram posts are just trick.
Yep.
And you don't get to see, their personality.
Yep.
So, and then like, of course, like you said earlier, we're a fan of the 9 Club and what they do. So it's kind of like what they do, but for local skaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really rad. So how do you get in contact with the skaters? Is this like just through Instagram or people that you know around? Because I think you've had Jeremy Wray on there, right?
Yeah, I've had Jeremy Wray. He was episode 16. So everybody 16. Go check that out. Yeah. That was a special one because that one dropped on my birthday, which is
really?
Which is March 16th.
Oh,
so,
awesome.
So that's how I kind of like, hey, can you come in? It's kind of
like, it's my birthday.
It's kind of my birthday. No, yeah, but no, I was friends with Jonas, his brother. I hung out with Jonas a lot, and became friends with both of them cool. Would skate. So yeah, I asked him to come on the show, and he agreed. So
there will never be a moment in my life that will surpass, and I like when you've seen so many tricks happen, like from afar, and you see them in skate magazines. Like have you been in LA your whole life or in California?
Yes.
Okay, so like for me being so far removed, when you see certain tricks done and you're like I got to go past Hollywood High the other day. I got to go past the Staples Center where Jeff Rowley did the first 50-50. Not the first, but like the 50-50 that the first time, right? Mm-hmm. And you're just like, holy dang, like these things are way bigger and these happened way earlier. I think of Jeremy Wray's like water tower to water tower gap, and I remember seeing that on whatever skate video that was and just going, that doesn't make sense. Like
I think it came out in 411.
Oh, was it a 411 that it came out in?
I believe so. I didn't come out in
I thought
video.
so as well, but I didn't want to be incorrect.
Yeah, I'm not too sure too, but I believe it was.
God, that was just bananas. Like,
have you been to the water towers?
No.
Oh, it is. We used to pass by there all the time going around on Pathfinder. You take the same road. It's on Harbor.
Yep.
And man, it's just you would look at that because you know that Jeremy jumped it, and you're just looking at like, what the hell were you thinking, But
and the fact that he went back up it as well.
Oh, and yeah, he jumped across it. He had to go jump across one side and ollie back the other way. So I mean, that was just scary enough. So
God.
And he had to do it a couple of times too. God. Yeah.
That is so wild.
Yeah, but now I don't think it's possible now. They put rails across it. Yeah. So I don't know if somebody tried something and they stopped it, but I hope not.
Yeah, I hope not as well.
Do you know Tony Willie?
Tony Willie?
Yeah, Tony Willie. He's the guy that was on Thrasher that fell off the 3-story roof.
Oh no.
Okay, yeah, he's okay now. He's back on his board. Everything's good. But he went up there and looked at it, and he said no. And he does big roof gaps, so it
Yeah.
was like for him to go up there and then contact Jeremy and go, wow, you did this. It was pretty like amazing.
So that's like that was done in like 98, 99.
I don't know the year.
Yeah. So like just for people in context, like he jumped from like a water tower to water tower, and when you think of a water tower, they're just big concrete round cylinders, and they're off level by probably about a foot. Would you say?
Maybe they were a little off foot. I think
Yeah.
they sure look like it from afar. Yeah.
And the gap was like
16 feet.
16 feet, right?
Yeah.
And
From the
you see
bottom, they don't know if that's what the top is, but
Yeah,
from the
yeah.
bottom.
It's just wild that he done this back in that.
And they're pitched downward so that way the rain would fall.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They're
Oh,
just
wow.
slightly down
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
water doesn't collect up there.
Oh dang! That makes it even.
Even gnarlier, right?
Yeah, I know. That's just insane. All right.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
but go ahead.
Go for it. Oh, so I was going to ask, even though we're frothing on Jeremy, I wanted to get back to the podcast. How many episodes you in?
This weekend we'll be recording episode 90,
90. Are you
90.
doing week by week?
week by week.
Oh, dang.
It's
That's
been
wild.
it's been crazy. But to answer your question earlier, yeah, most of our guests started as just friends.
Yep.
You know, we recorded about maybe 5 episodes and we banked them just
Yep.
to see if we can even do it. And then December 1st, we dropped our first episode, which is the guys that I have on the show. Shout out to my guys, the Couch Boys, David Peralta and Victor Castillo.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Hang on. Those last names have anything to do with Peralta and Castillo?
No.
Oh.
David Peralta just happens to have the name Peralta.
That is
And
wild.
I say it so much that I'm so used to it now,
Yeah,
and I always trip out that people go, "Wait, is that your real name?" And he goes, "Yeah, that's my real name."
Well, then, I thought you were thinking of like Daniel Castillo as well.
You're right, yeah, with
Yeah.
the last name, yeah, but
Yeah.
shout out to those guys, man.
Oh,
And
God.
yeah, it started off with Victor was episode 1, and then 2 was David, and yeah, man, ever since then we've luckily now we've had people that are kind of asking to be on the show.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's been amazing. It's
Yeah.
been growing little by little, but it's growing.
It's always fun. Like mine is like growing very slowly as well. I think it's a very noisy area, whether it's in the niche of skateboarding or whether it's out there. But as long as you're having fun, you know what I mean? I really enjoy having the conversations with people and figuring out how they attack life in whatever way. But I'm sure just getting to shoot the shit about skateboarding and like different things, and I'm sure you tangent off on topics and that.
Yeah, basically I came up with like 13 questions, like you have your 10, I'm sure,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I have like my 13, but it could go more. Like those 13 can branch off to other questions,
Yeah.
you know. So, but I have my basic setup, and depending on if they used to skate, if there's currently skating,
Yep.
if they just love skateboarding. I mean, they don't have to skate to be on my
Yeah.
show. They could just love skateboarding.
I've got a question for you because this is something that I get asked quite a lot about, but also I think that I think it's what skateboarding needs to blossom itself a bit more. We need people that either used to skate, they're like, I don't skate, but I still watch and consume skateboarding and its products. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I skate like not as much as I used to, like, but I still got my little set of tricks still, and I still like get out there. But all I do is consume skateboarding. If I'm gonna buy a new pair of shoes, like I play pickleball a bunch, I wear the like Vans in that because I'm like, okay, like I'm gonna look like a skateboarder more than I'm gonna look like a pickleball player.
Because that's what you are still.
Exactly. And so if there was a better park near me that was closer by, I'd probably skate more than I do, but my park's really poor and it's really rough. So if you take a slam on it, especially at 43, and I'm just like, I just don't have that in me for this park. If the park was better, I might have the slams in me, you know?
Right.
And the next park's like 20 minutes away, but then you're like, but the pickleball court's only 3 minutes away. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I've had other people on the show too as well. Just people that have done just apparel, but it's like skate apparel. You know, they try to aim towards the skate industry, or but because they're all skate driven. You know, pretty much everybody that has skated looks at life the way that they skateboard. So you know, they know the rules. You know, you fall, you just get back up.
It's one of the biggest lessons, right?
Oh yeah.
Of just like getting back up. Sometimes I think it's a little bit of a... I think it's 99% positive, right? I think there's a little bit of a curse in it because sometimes you get back up when you're like, I should have just quit that, you know?
Yeah.
Like I should have I tried to fight through that. Whether for me it's like drawings, I'll be like, I've got this idea for a drawing. I can't get to it. And I'm frustrated. I'm like getting there. I'm like, I should have just went, let me just do a different idea. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Like
because
do a different trick and come back to it.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. I should have definitely do that more often. But more than like that hard work that you're willing to put in as a skateboarder over and over again with no other gain than you learning something. Take out the trick or whatever it is, and whenever I play pickleball, I think the same way. Oh, I want to get that shot, and I do a lot of spin tricky shots. Right. And I'm like, okay, I need to work and work and work on this to get it. Unfortunately, I'm playing with usually a teammate, and they're probably like, oh, fucking hell, stop trying that shot. Even though I'm like,
but it
triggers the same sort of feeling that I get in my brain if I had learned a kickflip or if I had done that. Not to the same level, but I can feel that sort of like that tingle, that like, that satisfaction as I made it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's you got to practice and you got to shoot your shot, man. You're not gonna make every shot you hit, but you know, got to do it.
I fully agree. That's half the time with this podcast, to be honest, where I'm like, sometimes I just feel like I'm yelling into the void, and then I get like a tiny little bump of something, and I'll be like, okay, all right. It's just that little bit. It's like when you learning a kickflip or a 360 flip or whatever it is, and you like it doesn't land, but you're like, I saw that it's getting to that point, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I sure like I always say it on my show. Like I always say my show's like skateboarding as well. When we first did the show, if you go back to episode 1, 2, 3, I mean, you're going to see we don't even know how to push a skateboard yet. And then you go to like the middle, you go to like 16, 17. All right, they're learning how to push their skateboard.
Yeah.
Now I feel like we're like, I think we're learning our kick flips right now, you know?
Yeah.
So hopefully we get to that nice buttery tray flip one day.
Yeah.
But I mean, the only way we're going to get there is we just keep doing it.
I feel you. I feel you on that. Question, how many females have you had on the show?
2. We had 2 females.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Goddess Graphics, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You did have her on there.
We had Goddess Graphics on the show because
she's so talented.
She does graphic art and she loves skateboarding, and she did the board for Chris Roberts that looks like the silhouette of the Muska.
Oh yeah, God.
So yeah,
she just is really good about finding that sort of like she did the one for Steezus, the White Claw as well. Yeah, that was so good.
Yeah, she donated a board to the show as well. I don't have it here right now, but yeah,
that's awesome. She's so rad. I should try and get her on as well.
Yeah, you should. I'll tell her that you're interested.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The other question I was going to have about skateboarding, this is the thing, is my brain's now running 120 miles an hour about skateboarding. I'm like, you can see how excited.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Do you do your podcast just, you said seasons? Is it seasonal?
Yeah, so I do it like that because chasing down individuals that have something interesting to say, I think, is part of being important. I used to just sit at coffee shops and do it. But then I was like, you know what? I think I need to put a bit more like effort, mainly because it was taking me like 3, 4, 5 hours to get one interview. And I just didn't have that time. So I was like, okay, I need to chase it down. But doing that, I needed to have the questions change a little bit. So you're going to be episode 3 on season 5.
Okay.
But your questions are slightly different than season 4. So and then I try and change them up. I try and go, there's like a staple of questions, but I try and reword some of them a bit differently. to then sort of like go, all right, this is how you're gonna adjust that one or give you something new.
Okay.
I think I need to go a bit heavier to get some meat, but
yeah.
No, these are pretty good. Which is your favorite fictional character?
Favorite fictional character, like a Marvel thing or something?
Yeah, whatever character you want that's not real, like Steve, not a Steve Jobs, but more like a
fictional character.
Yogi Bear.
I don't know. A fictional character. That's a good one. I thought I was gonna be prepared for your questions. I was thinking, like, what am I gonna say?
Yeah.
It threw me off right there.
I'm so torn of whether giving people the questions or because it feels a little bit more authentic when you're like sort of like bouncing through, and people sort of get to have that sort of thought. But if they try and think about it and they're like, oh, I'm going to try and say something cool in this one, or I'm going to try and... But then at the same time, they might have time to think about it and be like, oh, actually, I loved this character when I was a kid, and that really informed this. You know what I mean? I have no idea.
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, I was like, I like Darkwing Duck. That was funny.
Oh, how good was Darkwing Duck?
Yeah, I mean, I got made fun of, though, but it was cool. I liked it.
Oh.
And, yeah, it was fun to watch. And but right now, I mean, I like Deadpool. He's hilarious. He's one of my favorite right now because he's just so raw.
Yeah. It's so good.
He's like he's like a street skater to me. Like that's how you see everything on Marvel. Everything's kind of like, oh, you're watching like Park. Yeah. And then you see him come out and he's like street. You're like, oh, I like this guy.
I have never thought about it that way, but that is a good take.
I mean, your brain's already going skateboarding, so I'm in it now.
You're in it. We're in it together.
Yeah.
That's a really good take. Yeah, he's fully raw. He's like a David Gonzalez, like, you know what I mean? He's just hucking himself down this stuff.
Oh yeah.
And coming up looking good, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's good. So I think I know the answer to this question, but what do you do for fun?
For fun, I like to just hang out the house. Really, I'm not too much of a guy that likes. I don't party no more. I don't like to really be in a big scene. Yeah. But to have fun, go to skate parks, go skating, hang out with the friends.
Do you have a hobby outside of that passion? Like, do you like? So I love skateboarding and I love pickleball. I like to draw, but then I like playing chess. You know what I mean? Or I like is there something you do to pass the time when you're like, oh, maybe it's raining or I'm burnt out, I'm going to come sit home, or video games?
I'm hoping to now get into more back into artwork.
Cool.
What
sort of artwork?
I bought this laptop, so I want to learn how to do like Adobe Illustrator or whatever that program that's cool. I want to learn how to do AI.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, but
if you have any questions with that stuff, hit me up. You can ask me anytime. And anything I can do to help you out. YouTube University is like really good for that stuff as well.
That's what I'm going to start taking.
Yeah. Even now, I was just chatting to someone, the last guy, Jared, who was a podcast before yours, and he's this Jared Nickerson, this amazing vector illustrator. He's worked for Brooks. I think he's done some stuff for Under Armour and all these other like companies and stuff. But his vector illustration work is just mind-blowing. And it's just finding that stuff. And even him and I were chatting about it, that 20% of the whole app. And then anytime you need something out of that 20%, you just go straight to YouTube University. Even though you might have done that 3 or 4 times ago, you're like, how did I do that again? Oh, here we go. And so the best of the best still uses it that way.
Yeah, I can't wait, man. I'm very interested.
Well, anything I can help with, please let me know, and I can, whether it's pointing you there's also free versions of all that stuff as well out there.
Okay.
So Adobe's kind of expensive, to like, because you have a monthly contract sort of thing, but there might be other free
ones.
Yeah, free ones that are out there. How do you edit your podcast then?
Actually, David Peralta is the one that does all the editing.
Oh, okay.
But there's not too much editing that really goes into it. All the camera cuts happen on the fly.
Awesome.
Again, thank you to Ryan Kula. Shout out to him because he actually donated $500 to the podcast, and that was we were able to buy that part that we needed to switch the cameras back and forth.
No way.
Dude, Ryan Kula is the man, let me tell you.
Yeah, he's the man.
Yeah, so, shout out to him big time. And but that made Peralta's jobs much more easier because before he used to have to literally put them together and match their mouths with the others.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would be off. So if you look at the early episodes and I can see it because I know what to look for.
Yeah.
But and again, we're not 100% on this. We still make mistakes because they take the same camera that we use for the show actually belongs to Victor.
Yep.
His neighbor actually gave it to him. His neighbor was throwing the camera away.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, we're shooting the show on just a little camera that only recorded in 12-minute increments.
Oh, yeah.
So now, I mean, once we got that camera, we got the soundboard, and then we got the other piece, and it just started flowing. But they use that same camera for the streets. They go out and film.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, so sometimes they have to keep switching the microphone on and off. So sometimes we come in, and if we're not doing all our checks, sometimes we forget to turn it on, and it's only recording out of the mic on the camera and not the microphones we have for the show. Sometimes can happen.
Have you ever accidentally done it where you've recorded in slow-mo by accident?
No, but we've recorded a whole show with no sound and had to redo it.
Oh, God. I did a whole show in slow-mo and then had to find the right speed to match the audio. Oh, God. I had to Google how to get it back. I was so frustrated.
I'm sweating thinking about the stress right now about that because I know what goes into that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and it sucks too because when you have you have a good episode and then you're like, oh my God, we got to do it again, and then you try to ask the same questions and it doesn't come out the same. Like you said, if I knew the questions beforehand, it might not be as authentic. So
yeah.
But we dealt with that.
I feel you on that so much, the pain. All right, so what do you do to lift yourself up? What do you say to yourself, I should say, to lift yourself up? What's that voice in your head say to yourself? If you're having a bad day or need to get a trick done, or maybe you're about to record a podcast and you're like, I just don't have it in me today. What do you say?
If I really have to do something, I kind of just buckle up and do it, man. I don't like to hesitate on if I know something needs to get done, the more I think about it, it's not going to get done. I just got to do it. Yeah, I've learned that. I'm still learning, of course, but the older I get, I feel like that's been the main thing nowadays. Learning what's more important. People have to go to work and people have families, and some people always choose their work, unfortunately, and spend more time with that, and the family, kind of doesn't get everything they should from that. So I think people need to pick and choose what's really important. Yeah. And that's what I've been trying to do lately. And if I need to get something done, I try to just buckle up and just do it.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
I sort of just be like, all right. Sometimes I get a little bit of procrastination block, or I land in this procrastination zone if I have too many things going out, especially externally to art or the podcast or anything like that, and I'm like, okay, I just need to go do something else, even though that's not really helping the cause. But most of the time I'm like, oh, you need me to dig a hole? Takes no brain work. It's going to be a shit ton of work, but I'm like, I can get in there, I can do that before I can go and do oh, you need me to think about something and write some dialogue for this YouTube ad I need to write, and I'll be like, let me go dig the hole.
Yeah, you just gotta just do it sometimes. Yeah.
Buckle up. Is what you're saying. Buckle up, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times, again, skateboarding, you just gotta do it.
Yeah, just gotta get into it. All right. What is a kind act someone has done for you that sticks with you?
Again, Ryan Kula
That's a
donating,
great one.
but yeah, a kind act that someone's done for me. I mean, everybody that comes on the show is a kind act to me right now because
Yep.
I mean, to now want to be on the show is amazing, and 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 for me to realize now that another part of the reason why I put the beer down is we do the show at a bar
Yep.
setting. And at first it was kind of going to be like that, but then we kept having to take breaks to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Some of the guests didn't drink, and
Yeah.
it was kind of felt like we were not being respectful to their time. And
Yep.
once I realized that, I go, okay, now the show isn't about us; it's about them.
Yep.
So everything shifted. I stopped drinking on the show. I stopped, so it. I think the kindness is like knowing that these guys are coming in, and we're gonna try to give them the respect and for their time being
Yeah.
here.
I think about that and also the listener as well. I'm asking for your time right now, but then I'm also asking that the listener spend time with us as well. So I'm trying to be like, my brain sort of thinks in that my time. I'm kind of like, this is for me, and I'm asking you to come on this ride with me for this short time. And so
Right.
you're gifting me your time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
feel
take
you on
that
that.
journey. I like this journey right now.
Yeah. Who is someone that you would like to meet that is alive?
Someone I'd like to meet that is alive right now. Non-skater, skater.
I don't care.
Okay. Currently alive. I've been trying to meet Be Real from Cypress Hill.
Wow.
I've been trying to meet him. I'm sure it's not hard to bump into him. But yeah, I have like one of those.
That's such a California way of thinking. I'm sure that's not hard to bump into him.
He does a lot of events and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I've been to an event that he was at. I actually was next to him, but I didn't actually go up and meet him.
Yeah.
I have like a Funko
Well, they
Pop.
have their
that I want 'em to sign.
podcast, right?
Yeah, the Be Real TV
Yeah.
show, or yeah.
Because
Yeah, it comes on Monday through Friday.
yeah, they all get like super stoned, right? And
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I would die in there. I think. Like, I
Tony
would
Hawk.
just-
Tony Hawk was on the show, and he said that when he left, he had to pull over because he got contact high, and he had to sit there and wait until he was okay to keep going.
That would be me. And like, if I ever get stoned, I hallucinate. And so I would be like, I can only imagine in there. I would start hallucinating and be like tripping out.
You're the kind of person that us stoners want to be like. You're like, dang, you're so lucky.
The last time I did, I thought I had paper plates for arms. Like,
Oh my
wings.
God, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is great.
That I couldn't even think of saying something like that, and you were like, no, I had paper plates for arms.
Well, in the time before that, I was watching the Roots at the zoo up here. So I was watching the Roots, and I was like super excited to see them. I haven't seen them since back in Australia, I think, and I was sitting in one of those really low chairs, you know, the chairs that have like legs this long. But I thought I was in a roller coaster the whole time because I'd taken like 3 or 4 edibles, and I was just like, "Here we go!" And my wife was just,
yeah, edibles will get you that way. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't do edibles like that. Yeah,
yeah,
that's wild. Yeah,
yeah. I kind of like going that little extra too far that you should go. You know what I mean?
yeah. Oh yeah, you got to be a little scared.
Yeah, a little bit. Got to be a little scared. That's a good tag. I like that. You gotta be
Yeah.
a little scared.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know you're alive, man.
Yeah. What do you think the chance of you getting him on your podcast, or would that not fit the format?
Who's that?
Having B-roll?
Oh, Be Real.
B-real, sorry.
Be Real. I'm not sure if. I mean, it would be cool to have him on the show, but I don't know if it would do anything with skateboarding.
Yeah.
But he has another guy on his podcast that goes by C-,
Yep.
and he skateboards like he uses it for transportation. He's all about it. He knows what's
Yeah.
up about it. So, I mean, I wouldn't mind having C- on the show.
Yeah. Do you know it'd be interesting if you had B-real on the show and you got to ask him, like, hey, what do you think from an outside perspective? Like, if that was your hook to have people that were not skaters, like where the skaters, local skate, you're like, what do you think about these skaters? Like, you know what I mean? Or what do you think about this in the skate world? Like, what's your take on it? You know what I mean? It'd be interesting to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's always, I always like to know, you know, what people think about skateboarding, how they got into skateboarding. If they're not like, even if like we've had a little youngster on the show, Major 421. His real name is Major.
Oh, wow.
Shout out to him.
I'm so jealous of that name.
And he's a new skater, so I was asking him questions like, how do you like absorb skateboarding? Like, do you watch YouTube? Do you, you know, do you look at Thrasher? What's, you know, like, I'm curious to know, because what are the kids into nowadays?
It's got to be just Instagram, right? YouTube.
A lot. That's what you would think, but these kids nowadays seem to like delete everything from their post and have like maybe 1 or 2 posts up, and that's the cool thing now.
Oh.
So I'm like, sometimes they want to like they follow the show, and I want to follow back, and if they don't follow anybody that I actually know, then and they don't have no post on there, I'm not gonna follow back because I don't know what it's about.
Yeah. I still remember, and I don't know if you have this, but there was an Australian skateboard mag called Slam Skateboarding Mag and Slam Australia or whatever. And someone went and toured and went to Love Park, and they were telling the story about Love Park, and that there's this picture, you open up, and this guy doing like a real tweaked ollie over this rail. When I think about that image, I can still smell the magazine, like when I open it, like even now, like, because it's that like ingrained in my brain, just like, oh god. And so that's how I wonder if the kids get that feeling, like there's no anticipation to the next thing coming out, you know what I mean? That build up, like the dry humping before the fucking, you know what I mean? There's none of that for them.
I know. Well, yeah, everything's just instant now. Yeah. Like you said, like we to look at the new magazine, it was at the supermarket, so we would just make straight to the magazines and boom, just start looking at everything that was cool.
Yep.
You know,
now imagine being all the way in Australia, and then there was like 1 or 2 skate shops there, and you had to go to those skate shops for the most part to go get the 411 or go get that, which was like an hour away. Like it was a trip to get to there. So everything was the build up. It was so, I look back to that on jealousy, like of the kids. Well, like even me, you don't get that anticipation build up. Like that movie's coming. Oh my gosh, who's got the copy of it? We go over their house. You sit there. Everyone's just like, like now it's like
those days. Yeah, when somebody got that video and you just had a watch party.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like over and over again. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yep. I agree. When is the last time you rode a bike?
A bike? Oh wow. I mean, I'm sure I was on one just to mess around, but it had to be like over 7 years.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I haven't gotten on a bike forever.
Oh.
I've been looking for a stationary one though to ride in the house.
Yeah.
I don't know if I really want to pay a Peloton price, but you know, but yeah, I've been thinking about it.
Do you ever look on Facebook Marketplace and see if there's anyone that's given up their Peloton dream?
Oh no, that's probably a good idea, but I'm the type of person that I don't like used stuff.
Oh, okay. You don't want someone else's butt crack sweat on that seat.
Especially something like that, yeah. You know? So, you know, you're riding it. I'm getting a rash. What the hell? No. What the? Yeah, nah, we don't want that.
No. Grandma Susie was riding that bike, and you're like, what has she been up to?
Oh, I know.
How'd I get syphilis?
Oh, man.
I've been I've got an electric bike that I can like zoom around here. It's more really hilly where I am. So if you ride a bike going downhill, you're like, this is the best ever. Then riding up and you're like, I regret taking this bike anywhere.
Yeah, if I get a bike, it's gonna be one of those little electric bikes that you could ride and you can either go like a little moped.
But I did just recently, when I was back in Australia, a guy had like an adult's version of a BMX bike, and he could still do jumps and stuff. And then I recently saw someone that had one of those, but had a little electric motor on it. And so it wasn't the big like motor that weighed it down, but he could like go do jumps, but he's mainly pedaling and doing jumps. And I was like,
oh wow,
that's what I think I want.
Yeah.
Like going to the skate park or going to pickleball, and I can treat it like a skateboard, or like even back when you're a kid, because everyone had that BMX phase where they thought they were going to be like the next Matt Hopner.
Yeah, I used to watch that movie Rad.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the one with Nicole Kidman in it? No, that was BMX Bandits.
Was it Christian Slater? I think it or somebody, or was it? Am I thinking of somebody else?
Yeah,
or am I thinking of Gleaming the Cube?
Was he in
Gleaming the Cube?
Gleaming the Cube? Oh my gosh, I watched that so many times.
But yeah, I mean, I wasn't the type that really consumed too much skating when I was younger.
Yep.
I just wanted to skate all the time. My friend Robert was the one that always had the magazines, always had the videos. Yep. We watched virtual reality like religiously.
Oh, wow.
And then just like try to do those tricks. That's where all the curb tricks came in, you know, the crooked grinds and all that stuff. So it was fun.
That is just growing up in California and being, I can only imagine what that whole scene would have been like. Just even knowing you could accidentally.
It wasn't too big where I live, but we knew like Jeremy Wray was like a local to La Habra, and he was like close by. So that was always like our local hero too, growing up.
Of course, yeah.
And now that I'm friends with them, it's kind of amazing. Even my friend in Washington, he sees it and he's like, dude, what the heck? He's like, I can't believe what I like, because he got me back on the board. And he's like, I turned you into like this whole thing now. It's all because of him, really.
That's amazing. That is incredible. It just shows you that time kind of like sort of fucks with you a little bit, because when you're younger, you're like, oh my gosh, just to be around them. Let me be around them. Like let me be around these amazing skaters or whatever. And then time sort of lets you go through a stage where you're kind of like, well, now I'm older. I kind of get to know certain people. Like I remember seeing Chris Roberts and Kelly Hart and all these cats skating, and then getting to do stuff for the 9 Club. I was like blown away. Like,
oh yeah.
I was lucky enough, Steve Berra texted me about doing some work for them, but didn't. I think it just fell off the boiling plate or whatever. But I was like texting back and forth with him. He texted me a picture of him and Eric Costin having a meeting. Yeah. And I was like, I cannot believe this. If you told 15-year-old Matt any of this stuff was happening, I was like, no way. There's no way that you're like Steve Berra holding up that dead head in, I might have been older than 15 when that happened in the end, was going to be someday texting me.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. Like, the same thing with me. Like, skating sessions with Jeremy Wray, I never thought that would happen, but, you know, now every year.
That's crazy. What's he skating like now?
What is he skating?
Like, what's it like? Is he like
his
showing his age?
Air. He's still got pop. I mean, this guy can
always had such good pop,
and it's got so much good style in it. It's just amazing to see in person. It's just like you just want to sit down. You don't even want to. You don't want to get on your board anymore. You just want to watch.
I don't think I've ever mentioned, but I one time snaked Mike Carroll twice. Okay. And so we're at our local spot called Wool Stores, which is in the Lackeye video, and it's been in a bunch of different places. But it's basically just this old building. It's just got these about a foot and a bit high ledges, but they're metal capped in this hard angle, and it goes for like almost a block, right? And you can go and skate it and do tricks up and down it for the whole time if you're good enough. I rock up there with my little brother. We're skating up there. We know the people are in town, but we're like just going for a skate. We don't know where they are because other people are touring them around. We skate up there and there's this person. And I'm like, I recognize that person. Oh, I must know them. But from afar, I didn't know who it was. So I just waved to him. The person waves back. And I was like, skate up. They're on the curb where you sort of start from. And I go, oh, that's Rick Howard. And I just go like pale in the face thinking like, why did I just wave to him like that? But he was so nice, right?
Yeah, he waved back.
Yeah. And so we go down and we sit down and we're just watching this session happen. Like, I think Guy Mariano was there. I think there was Brandon Beeble. There was a bunch of people there doing all like wild stuff. And I was like, man, I am never going to get to skate with these guys again. I've got to just get one trick while they're skating. And I can just say a skate. Like, it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
I go, okay. I build up the confidence. I'm like, I've been sitting there for about 15, 20 minutes maybe. Like, build up. I'm like, okay, go. Little did I know Mike Carroll had been doing like 4 tricks on the ledge all the way down. I'm like, go. He's speeding, going so much faster than I ever skate. Right up behind me, and he's like, like, not bummed, not like mean, just like bummed out that like he got snaked. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, dang it. So I go sit down, head down. I'm just like so bummed out. And then I go, after about 15, 20, I'm watching him to make sure like I'm nowhere near him. Watching him. Someone else does this amazing trick. I think someone does some sort of like front nose flip trick in the front nose slide. I can't remember what it was. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, how? Anyway, so they do that. And I'm like, okay, I just need a 50-50 with these guys. Even though I could do other tricks there, I got to go do this. So I get up again. Boom. Somehow I snake him again. Oh, and he's just like, I just go sit down and never pick up my board again until we leave.
Yeah.
I was so devastated.
I would be too. Yeah.
He was definitely more annoyed the second time. Like, he knew, you fucked up, Matt. You fucked up.
I mean, it happens, I guess. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've made the mistake one time of going up to like somebody that I thought was Jeremy Klein, and the guy was like, "It's not me, not him. Sorry." I was so embarrassed. Like, I wanted, you know what I mean? I was like, I had his skateboard, everything. We signed this, and he's like, "Not him, bro."
Would it be a better story if the guy faked it and then signed it?
I mean, it would have been funny, but yeah, probably, yeah. I don't know.
So you had a hookup board?
Yeah, I still have it, and still need the signature, but yeah. But I've been mistaken for Stephen Kellis.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody thought I was him, and they were like, "Oh, I loved your 9 Club episode." I'm like, I was never on the 9 Club. I'm all, not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah. So.
Well, your voice, your voice has been on there, and you've been mentioned on there a few times.
Oh yeah, I've been mentioned. So I've met them. They're all really cool.
They're rad dudes.
Yeah,
they're really rad. I was, when I met them, I was really nervous, and I thought that I was going to meet them for like a very short amount of time, because I was like, oh, and I think they're doing it to be like, oh shit, what happens if this person's a dud? And we're like, yeah. We ended up chatting for like 4 hours. It was right before Street League, and I think Kelly had to go there. And then we, at 12 o'clock at night or something like that, we went and got Subway and skated up the street.
Oh, wow.
And I think I just tailed along. I was like, hey, if you guys are going to get it, let me come up. And I went and bought them Subway. And it was just one of those things where I was just trying to soak up as much as I could. Just because like, I was enjoying it, but also like, who gets to say they went like and hung out and went with Roger and Kelly to go get Subway, you know?
Yeah, Kelly Hart one time had a yard sale, and he was selling a bunch of like just product that he was just getting rid of, right? Yeah. And like, he's like, just make a pile and I'll just give you a price or whatever. But so I came there, and of course Kelly Hart's like, hey, what's up, Sk8cho? And then here comes Roger Bagley comes out, and then Chris Roberts shows up, Steezes shows up, and I'm like, so I'm hanging out, you know, and then I'm talking to everybody, and like, people are coming, buying things, and leaving. I'm still, just like you said, I'm soaking it up as long as I can. And then it comes to the point where the guy that actually lives there and is letting them use the property to do the yard sale, he comes up to me. He's like, don't know who you are, but they seem to like you, so I'm going to let you hang out. I'm like, oh, dang, did I overstay my welcome? He's like, no, you're cool. But I was just kind of wondering who you are. But everybody seems to know you.
Yeah. That's awesome. So, I love that when you like sort of mesh really well.
Yeah. So, I mean, and then I just bought a few things, and then it was only like, I put a big pile together. He's like $20. I was like, oh man. I was like, I wanted to put it, because I showed up with like 200. I was ready to go. Yeah. But, you know, I didn't want to be too crazy.
It's good when I think that the pros and stuff look after people that are supporting, you know what I mean? Like, they recognize what you do for skateboarding, like as a skateboarder, as being podcast, but also as a consumer and support. I think that's great that they recognize that. That's epic.
Yeah.
All right. 2 last questions. What are 3 things that you were grateful for?
3 things that I'm grateful for? Of course, family. I got to be grateful for my family. Got to be grateful. Friends.
Do you have any kids?
No kids.
No kids?
No kids. Shout out to my girlfriend though. She's gonna be watching this, I'm sure. So yeah, I mean, and let's see, I'm grateful to be alive, man. You know, there's been a lot of times that in my life that I'm sure it could have went a different way. You know, I wasn't always a skater.
Yeah.
So, like there's been times where I gotten in trouble and been to jail. So,
oh wow,
like, I'm grateful for the choices I've made and whatever I've done to become the person I am today.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's like what's the saying? Idle hands is devil's playground or something like that?
I never heard that.
Something like that. And I feel like, because I grew up in a pretty like dysfunctional home and had a lot of opportunities to do a lot of really dumb stuff, and I did a lot of dumb stuff, but there was always like this line in the sand, and I don't know who created that line in the sand. And don't get me across, I've pushed that line of sand in a metaphorical way, but like whether it was skateboarding or illustrating, or I would much rather go when I was younger. I'd much rather have gone skating than go and smoke weed with people in the bushes. Like, you know what I mean? And I'd be like, oh no, I'm just gonna skate, even though I grew up in a household that was just weed was everywhere. And I feel like that sort of the non-idle hands kind of helped me go, oh, you're just not tipping that. Where if I didn't have those things, I probably would have like gone, oh, you know what? What am I going to do for the next 4 hours? You know what I mean? Where I would be like, no, I got to get that trick. If I don't get that 360 flip, then I'm not going to be able to get that 360 flip tail grab that I'm like aiming for, sort of thing.
Right.
Well,
yeah.
So
I totally relate to it. Like you said, you don't know who put that line in the sand for you, but you knew right from wrong. I knew right from wrong.
Yeah.
Like you said, I've pushed that line before. I've stepped over it, and and then you go, oh, don't want to be here. Go back over there.
Yep.
Yeah, I totally relate. And but like you said, I feel like there's somebody sometimes that were just watching over me, because there'd be times where like I wouldn't go to a certain place with certain people, and then they would come back and be like, oh, we needed you there. This and this happened. I'm like, no, I don't want to be there for that. Like. No, I don't. Like, somebody got hurt. Like, I don't need to be another person that got hurt. Like, nah. Yeah. So, I mean, I think a lot of those things, like, I just, like, some certain things like that, I don't know. It just kept me out of trouble. Just knowing. Because I've had friends that were like, you're down to go, let's go. And I'm like, nah, I'm not going tonight. And it's just something about it that I knew it wasn't
just there's
right.
something sitting in your stomach where you're like, I just don't, it's not that nice.
Some kind of intuition or something, So.
Yeah. I have no idea as well. I'm not a religious man at all. So, like, the thought of someone watching over and helping, I think there's other people that need more help than I did, even in the shittier situations that I did. You know what I mean? But there is something, whether it's from my mum at some point or people that I was seeing around, and I was like, oh, that just doesn't feel like it fits there. Even though there was some times where I was like, I went that way, even though I didn't. Whether you didn't want to, or you kind of like, oh, it's kind of a bit more fun than what I'm doing. I don't know. There is definitely something, that intuition. I guess if we could pin that down, we'd probably have our own TV evangelist TV show and making millions and flying around in private jets.
I mean, it'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if my story could be a lifetime story.
Oh, there we go.
Start pitching it.
Yeah. I think Netflix needs a Sk8cho lifetime story.
No, I mean, they're running out of ideas over there. Hit me up.
What it should be, it's like you should do one where it's your podcast. But did you ever watch like Legit or anything like that? But the
Oh, okay, with the comedian.
Yeah.
I watched a few episodes of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I could imagine Sk8cho where it's like all about the podcast and getting to the episode, but you never the episode comes out, but you never hear the episode on the show.
Right.
It's all about the happenings to try and get to it, but then the flashbacks of like, oh, this person's back in town. Oh. And all the problems getting to the podcast, and you're like, okay, record. But it's all about like the local stuff. And so that I would watch that.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
Yeah, pitch that.
Yeah.
and I'll help write it.
Okay.
I'm trying to weasel in any way I can.
It's all good. We need all the help we can, man. Yeah.
So, all right. How many gratefuls have you? Is that 2 or 3?
I think 3. I say
Okay.
God, family, and of course, the last one.
Okay. The last question is, you have to wear a shirt with a slogan on it for a year. What does it say, other than Sk8cho?
Okay. Other than Sk8cho or my podcast, I think I thought of something. Let's just say shut up and skate.
Shut up and skate. That does seem like a good one. Like, that's like a antithesis to almost like the Nike Just Do It. Like, you know what I mean? Just do it. No, just shut up and skate. Just shut up and just skate. I like that a lot.
I mean, if somebody's coming at me crazy, I just point at my shirt.
Just shut up and
shut
skate.
up and skate.
Yeah, I like it. Well,
that's a good one.
That fuck, my cheeks are so sore. So that's the end of it.
Is that it already? How long did we go for?
Hour and 9.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Did we get your book in the background, or are we going to make sure?
Yeah, the book's in the background. It's probably in the background at mine somewhere, so we're getting like a double hit. I don't know.
And then we got your thing in the back as well.
Oh, the little phone holder. God, I was so stoked when I made that.
Mm-hmm.
I was so excited. I just loved it.
Yeah, I was too. I had to order one.
Did you order it?
Yeah.
Oh man, I should have sent you one. Did I not send you one? What a dick!
I bought it, and then when you mailed it to me, you drew a nice character too on the envelope.
Oh well, I'm glad that I get to provide you an illustration with this here, and it'll be nice and big.
And you did a Sk8cho GIF on the.
Oh,
Instagram.
That's right. My Merry Giftmas time when I was doing those.
Yep. So thank you for that as well.
Oh, no worries. That was super fun to do because it's the taco, right?
Right.
And it's like going down.
Yep.
Yep. That was also with the nose slide.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. How long has this been going on for? It's got to be like. How long have we known each other by
the through the 9 Club? Oh, it's got to be at least 5 years, I would say.
Yeah, it's got to be.
It's got to be a while. Yeah. I mean, I've had a few people from the 9 Club chat room on the show. Goddess
cool.
Graphics, Sticks Champion was here.
Oh yeah.
Afar 25. Dang, I hope I'm not forgetting anybody else. And of course, Ryan Kula.
Yep.
Well,
next time I'm in LA,
yes,
I'd love to be on at some point.
You're gonna be on it. Yeah, you come to LA, you definitely be on the show.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'd love to be. That'd be awesome. So, as I said, I'll get an illustration out to you. This has been fantastic. It's just fun to shoot the shit with skateboarders, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure half the people out there are going to be like, oh, skateboarding shit, but they don't know how good it is. Like, it's just amazing.
It is.
Did you watch the Olympics with the skaters in it yet?
I didn't, and Instagram's already spoiled all the winners for me, so I just got to go back and watch it now.
All I do is go and watch it for the tricks now. It did the same thing for me. I'm like, oh, God, okay. But even when I'm watching Street League or that, and I've been to a few of them live, and it's exciting, but I'm all about just the tricks. Like, I don't care who wins. Like, I don't ever get upset or get excited if someone wins. I just get excited about that trick being landed.
Oh, yeah. We're just watching it live and appreciating it.
Yeah. Well, I'll get a drawing out to you. I'm super amped, and yeah.
Can I plug my show?
Yeah, you can.
All right. Make sure everybody please go check out my podcast, Where the Locals Skate. Drops every Thursday, 6 a.m. Like you said, if any local skaters are in my area, hit me up, please. And shout out to my guys out there too and everybody that's been on the show and that supports me.